Okay, 1388, good luck. So that is a bit of a rating gap. Opponent has how many? 733 games of rapid. It's about the same as what I've done. 780 I'm up to now. Okay, we're playing a Sicilian for this one. What do I want to do? Let's just develop here. He's playing another one, playing instant moves. Okay, we're just threatened to go after the bishop. You don't need to play instantly when you're playing rapid chess. And now he's just got his bishop trapped. We can still push forward, of course, but we can jump the knight out the way. We can go across, come back. So let's just take our time here. So knight across is a move. Then it's a case of what does he do with his bishop? Knight could obviously just drop back to the starting point, but across... Actually, I don't think I achieve anything going across because the bishop's trapped anywhere, so I think I'll just rather drop back to the beginning. If takes, takes. I'm very happy to trade the queen because we're going to win a piece. Yeah, so he does take, so we will take back. Takes here. Now we're very happy to trade the queen and go to an endgame. Okay. Oh, we should be happy to anyway, I should say. I think I'm going to develop the bishop just to gently pressure the pawn and then just step across if he checks and then activate the bishop and the knight. Knight comes forward attacking the pawn. That's a good move, so I have to come back and guard. So stay here. There's no check next move. So depending on what he does, we can hit the knight or we can develop our knight or go this way. Lots of options. He might just take the pawn. He doesn't there. So what's his idea? I'm looking at going here just to undermine the knight and hit this pawn, but I've still got a castle. Actually, yeah, I'll go here and attack the pawn with a development move. Then I'm just looking at bishop up. I've still got to try and get my king safe so we don't blunder too badly, but I think I can take here. I don't think he's got a dangerous sack. He might have, but I don't see it. You can only play what you see. Okay, he's come forward, but now I can just drop the bishop back, right? I mean, there is a pawn there, but this, I'd rather just trade everything off and then bishop up, I think. Bishop up just so we can block if he comes in. Again, he's playing it far too quickly for a rapid game. Or at least those first few moves anyway. Okay, so he's come across. So we've got bishop up now to hit the rook. Now what does he do? If he takes my bishop and we take the rook, we lose another bishop, so that's no good. So I think we just come here. And if he sacks, then maybe we go here. Actually, maybe we just kick the knight immediately. That's got to be better, hasn't it? Kick the knight immediately. Just make sure our king's got squares if he manages to find a way to break through and we just miss a simple move or something. So if he takes, I can take. If he checks, I've now got a square to run to, so I'm going to take. I've just got to make sure I can get my pieces physically into the game. But if he checks, he doesn't get the bishop back, and obviously I've got a path for my king. He does take, so now we just need to develop. So the knight across frees up the back rank. There's no light squared bishop to bother us, and if he doubles up on the knight, we can come across... But this is where the bishop might come in, but it's covered right now, right? So I think I come across rook down. I think we go here. So it's still a dangerous position. We're still going to try and figure it out. Okay, he's gone there to hit the pawn. But if I go up, can he check? I think I just go here and I hit the rook, right? Let's push the pawn forward, because if he checks, I come up and I attack the rook. So if he takes my knight, I take his rook. Here, I can still guard, but I'm going to lose the pawn. Then he's suddenly got 3 connected passed pawns, so I might actually be still going very wrong this game. It's concerning, isn't it? Okay, I'm going to get the bishop up, just to get the bishop into play. If he takes, I'll go with the knight. Now there's no back rank check. I just have to get my king up somewhere and get the rook into play. Okay, here I can step up and attack the rook. So there's no check this move, I just take the rook. I guess it's a safe pre-move if he sacks, but I don't think he will. Oh, he's blundered. He's just put the rook on the wrong square. He might have mouse slipped and meant to go and attack the bishop. He might have done. He might have meant to attack the bishop there. That's unlucky. Okay, attacks the bishop. So we just need to find some safe squares. So here he comes down. We can go all the way around here, I guess. King across back. Yeah, that looks all right. Then pop the knight back. Oh, he's playing forward to try and trap my bishop. That's actually a good move if you go here. We could get into a spot of bother here, but I think I can activate my rook. Then my rook indirectly guards my bishop, and it's finally into play. So we've got ideas, but I think my bishop's alright. But if I get it trapped, the game could turn, of course. Shouldn't do, but it could do. If we just dislodge these pawns, then we're definitely better. Now I've got one square here. I can play across. I can activate my rook and try and double up. Actually, I've got rook across here as well, haven't I? I think that looks strong. Because he can't afford to trade his rook. And then we can try and get our rook forward as well. Okay. So here I think we just need to put our knight forward. We do have rook up. Rook takes, check, get rid of the bishop, and we're still a clean rook up, but seems a bit unnecessary, doesn't it? I think we've got a nice square here. We threaten a check to get the bishop off the board. Yeah, he's just moved a little quickly there, so we can check and get the bishop off and still guard our bishop. Let's just bring our bishop back so it's not at risk of being lost. We just have to deal with these pawns and not allow a new queen. If we can just deal with them 3 pawns, then we should be winning. So let's come across here and try and get the back pawn. It's just a case of cleaning up now, of course, and not messing it up. As long as we can sack and get rid of them, yeah, that's the pawn's broken now. So we just need to make sure the bishop is somewhere where we can sack it for the pawn, and it's good enough. Let's come across. Actually, let's just run a pawn up the board and keep his king trapped on the side. So just put our rook safe, go up the board. My opponent just went a little bit too quick in them opening moves and got the bishop trapped, but it was still an awkward position that we got into, because we didn't manage to get castled and get king's safety done. We just need to make sure the king's got at least one legal square. And then it's checkmate next move. Okay, so we got the win, but it'd be interesting to see how the opening was actually played there, if we did actually mess up in that. So let's put that through the analyzer. So that is 50 moves. They're the move times for both players. Let's request an analysis. It always feels uncomfortable when you don't manage to castle relatively early in a game, so I could have messed the opening up. So this is what you want to check your games for, just to see. So what have we played? 94% versus 89%. It's not flagged any blunders. CPL 22 and 41. So here, bishop to b3. Obviously is a blunder, so it is all correct. This knight back, it's not flagging it as any mistake here. We're just building gradual advantage. We have gone back down a bit here, so we'll just flick through to that point. We just keep an eye on the eval. You can keep an eye on the eval in the corner there, or you can just go straight to it in the graph. Like we can just click straight to here, for instance. But it's still an awkward position because we can't get our pieces easily into the game. So I should have actually played knight up here instead of taking the knight. But it's still +2 better, but it's only +2 actually, so... It's one of them positions it could go wrongly. We shouldn't have pushed the pawn. We should have put the knight there and given that pawn away. And now it's, yeah, just +1.9. And here we should have taken the pawn instead of developing the bishop, but we're still +2. And now it's suddenly jumping all the way back up in the next couple of moves, and that's it. Obviously, it's just a blunder with the rook there. But upon considering those early mistakes, losing materials, actually put in a very good effort, hasn't he? Put in a very, very good effort there, considering those early mistakes, and we can just whiz through there to the final position. And all we're trying to do here is make sure the king's got at least a couple of legal moves so that we can freely go and get a new queen without blundering stalemate. That's all we're worried about there. And we get the win, but yeah, you can see why opponents got a decent accuracy there, even though they've blundered early on. They've still played a lot of decent moves, so very well done.